And then Skittles or Rainbow Child is about my daughter. I have a daughter that transitioned into a son. My daughter Amai is now Kai.
Truthful.
And so
Okay.
and so I talk about the transition, not her their transition, but my transition as a parent going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance.
Gotcha.
And I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message. And I know I'm dealing with it. It was a very painful situation for me.
Yeah, you can just see the pain in Marlon Wayans in this interview. He's having a tough time with this. As much as he says that he is very accepting of that situation, I'm sure he had some reservations about when it first was presented to him by his daughter, in which she said, "Hey, Dad, I want to transition." And that's a very tough conversation for a parent to have with their child. So at first, and of course I understand a parent needs to love their child unconditionally, no matter what's going on. And I'm wondering how that conversation went. Was the daughter feeling this way for many years? Was this a new thing? Was there undue influence on her in which she felt alienated, ostracized, or in some way that would make her feel this way? And of course, there's people, if they're an adult and they decide, hey, I want to transition, that is their right as an American to do that. However, as a parent, I know it can be different, especially if they're a minor. A minor does not have that elective decision because there's hormonal development, things like that. I mean, there are parents that elect before puberty to have certain procedures done in which puberty is completely halted. So, I mean, this is something that they had done in ancient Europe, especially in Italy, where they wanted the castrati choir boys to sing a high note. They would cut their nether region parts off, so then they would sing at a high level. They would call them the castrati, and of course they got rid of that horrible practice because it's really awful to do that to a prepubescent child, to mutilate them in that regard. So nowadays it seems that people are kind of jumping on the bandwagon and just saying there are no boundaries and a child can just go ahead and just decide what they want to be. But I think there should be certain boundaries of compassion, of course, to address what could be going on before making such a transition. However, in the event of them being an adult, of course they can do what they want. But I'm just saying, I feel bad for Marlon Wayans, and I hope that his family can ride this out well. And there have been cases of, I'm not saying this would be that case, but there are cases of regret of transition, and transitioning back is sometimes attempted, depending on how they're transitioning. If there is certain procedures done with hormonal injections or surgery. So pre-op or post-op situations can really determine, if they can change their mind. So who knows if Marlon Wayans' now son, named Kai, will be comfortable in their own skin. But only time will tell. And based on, a lot of what the culture wars are going on right now, there's a lot of debate on this. So whatever your comments are on this, please be sure to leave them below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe for more content and commentary to come. Thank you.